Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Automatic first down.
Flacco. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
3rd play as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Flacco. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. But nowhere to throw it, decided to score. And a nice job seeing he got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today.
Go!
Throwing on 2nd and long. Flacco. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss 7. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice.
And he's going to go down again. Bobby Brown. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to It set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. David Moore back deep and waiting for it. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
His 2nd year in the league certainly didn't go the way that he thought it would. In fact, a lot of whispers around the team and around the league that maybe he was not going to be the guy. He ended up getting benched. He took his time, watched the game, and then came back better than ever. 2nd year in the same offense with the same head coach should lead to an even bigger jump in year 3. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Let's go. Yellow. Ready?
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. The 20. 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 47 yards for... Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time. And Going to give this
Automatic
offense
first down.
better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
This one downfield for Tillman. And he's got it inside the 10. Big play that time for Cleveland. 53 yards.
That's good. 4-8. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Flacco. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
5 yards brings up third and goal.
Here we go, Shaq.
Once more, it's Flacco. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot, there to take him down for the loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. To the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter. Play will come to an end. 12-0 the score after one on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Oh, they try lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the... Football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Flacco off play action. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Night.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, that one well designed as they'll take this down to the 30-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. From the gun, Flacco. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To pass, Flacco. This short pass into the hands of the Joker. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Flacco. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Flacco. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him. And, of course, the big guys up front creating the holes for him to run through.
And they've all been good so far. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here we go. Ready?
Young to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. DeAndre Carter back deep. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and